Welcome everyone, this is Zozo Stockwatch, and this is your Stockwatch list for Friday, October 13th. Ooh. Anyway, so some news after the bell. AAOI was halted, and then it opened, and it warned. AAOI went down after the bell. Gap down, AAOI. Next up, we had an offering from BTX. And that stock went down in the after hours. We also had EXFO. And that stock had earnings after the bell. And they beat by 2 cents, and they beat on revenue. So that stock was popping a little bit in the after hours on EXFO. ECYT filed a Form 13G. And then after that, it popped on that. But then after that, they had an offering, ECYT, 150 million S3 offering. And then down it went. So they gave good news, and then they gave the bad news. And that was a little nasty manipulation there in ECYT after the bell tonight. Let's see if there was any other news. That was some of the major news. TOPS, let's see, announces receipt of NASDAQ notice, TOPS. And that stock was popping on that. Went from 55 cents all the way up to about 90 cents. Then it pulled back. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's see, Disney was doing some cutting of jobs. So Disney looks like, that was trending down all day on Disney. And let's see, MRTX had some news, MRTX, and that one was down a tad in the after hours. ZSAN, Israeli drilling updated new offering launch, and that was ZN. So after hours, ZN is up a little bit in the after hours. ATRS, let's see if that one had, yeah, that one dropped. ATRS, they have identified deficiencies, and so then that stock dropped in the after hours on ATRS. Once ONCE, they resumed trading finally, ONCE, Sparks Therapeutics, and that stock popped from being halted, so it popped about 6% in the after hours. ITEC announces filing ITEK, and that one popped and then pulled back. So there's the news there on that. There was a shooting in Sweden. Here's some of your companies reporting earnings for tomorrow. Bank America, what is that? Del Frisco's, I believe. JB Hunt, it's a trucker. JBHT, PNC, WFC. So a couple of, 3 banks and a trucker for tomorrow and a restaurant. Here's your top insider purchases after hours. And some of your syndicate news, like we said, BTX, they're doing an offering. ECYTs has an offering. TNDM, public offering. EARS filed Form F1. EARN filed Form S3. And then ANAB prices 3 million shares at $68.50. ANAB. So that one prices 3 million shares, $68.50. So that was pretty much your news after the bell tonight. For your futures, we have the Dow futures down about 8, S&P futures down about 2, NASDAQ futures down about 3. For the calendar for tomorrow, for Friday the 13th, ooh, Friday the 13th. Sorry, I keep doing that. I think it's funny. So for Friday, we have the consumer price index. We have retail sales. We got a bunch of Fed speak tomorrow starting at 8:30. We have consumer sentiment at 10 o'clock. Business inventories at 10 o'clock. We have Fed speak again at 10:25, then 11:30, then 1 o'clock. Then 1 o'clock, we also have the Baker Hughes rig count. So that's all for Friday the 13th. And no, I'm not going to do it again. For your earnings calls for tomorrow, for Friday, you have Bank America at 8:30, PNC at 9:30, Wells Fargo at 10 o'clock. All right, so those are your big earnings cast conference calls for tomorrow. and so Bank of America, PNC, and WFC. So let's go ahead and take a look at the markets for today. The SPY still holding above the 5 EMA here. Kind of a lackluster day today, but the morning was good. We got a few day trades off in the service this morning, and our swing trades are working nicely still. So the SPY kind of just drifting here in consolidation, holding above the 5 EMA and above the 10 and the other fast moving averages. QQQ. Pretty much, a little bit of a doji, indecisive candle here on the Qs, but still holding above the 5, holding above the 10. Let's go check out the IWM. This one did close below the 10 SMA, first time in a long time. So a little bit of a telling tale here maybe on the IWM. Keep an eye on this, as we did get below the 10 SMA here on the IWM. IWC. Kind of the same thing, toying with this 10 SMA. So keep your eye on this IWC. They kind of led us up, and now they might be drifting down a bit. IYT was strong today. Very nice candle here on the IYT. Nice formation. So you know what they say. If the transports keep moving up, then the Dow should keep moving up. Let's take a look at the diamonds. The Dow Industrial Diamonds. Still holding above the 5. So the SPY, the QQQ, and let's check the IBB. All right, and that broke down below the 10 SMA today also. So a couple of chinks in the armor here, but the SPY, the diamonds, and the QQQ still holding up. Let's look at some of the bigger names. Amazon. Nice pop here, up over that 1,000 mark, but, did give back some today on Amazon. Google, had been moving right along here, got up through that 990 area, trying to push up to 1,000, but a little bit of a pullback here on Google. NVIDIA today was, strong and trying to break out over this 193 area for NVIDIA. So, semis remain pretty strong, but once again now we're getting a red candle in the SMH. So like little telling tales, little ticks, the market's had a nice big run. So we'll have to see where they want to take us tomorrow. The SPY was selling off a little bit into the close today. So here's the SPY. We got up to this, this is a pre-post market chart. We got up to that 155 spot, and then we slowly drifted down all day, and trying to hold this 254. I'm not sure what went on over here, probably a bad tick or something. Anyway, so trying to hold this 254.50. So we'll see where they're going to open us up to tomorrow for the SPY. All right, so we'll go ahead and get right into the watch list. So since you guys have been loyal followers of my YouTube channel, what I'd like to do tonight is make an offer to you if you'd like to join my service. All right, I'm going to put coupon codes down in the comments section and also in the description section of this video. And if you would like to try my service for a month for coupon code, and you'll get $15 off the $84.95, so it puts it about $69 and change. So you can get, it'll say coupon code Zozo monthly, and you can take $15 if you'd like to try us for a month. If you'd like to go right for the annual, I'll give you $100 off the annual if you'd like to do that, and also have a coupon code for you for $50 off the semi-annual subscription. All right, and all those coupon codes will be in the description box, and they'll also be in the comments section of this video. Now, if you'd like to try us for just $9.99 for 7 days, you can go ahead and do that, and you can sign up on any one of these and just use your coupon code. For this one, you don't need a coupon code. You get a 7-day trial offer for $9.99. If you just want to have access to my swing trading service, to the private feed, it's $29.95 per month, and we also do give you 3 days of access into the chat room to start. Okay, so $29.95 for the swing trade service. Also, if you want to just try us for $9.99 For 7 days, you can do that. If you want to try the monthly and use the coupon code, you'll get $15 off. You get $100 off on the annual, and you get $50 off on the semi-annual. Now, if you do the semi-annual and you're a Trade Ideas subscriber, I'll give you 2 of my Trade Ideas scans. All right, or if you do the annual, I'll give you 4 of my scans, Trade Ideas scans, for free. All right, so that's part of both of those packages. All right, so just wanted to inform you about that. So hope to see you in the service. So let's go ahead and get right into the watch list now. Here's AMD, and this one is perking up. I spoke about this one on the break of 14, yesterday's video. So keep your eye on this AMD, maybe trying to push up and break out here on AMD, play catch up to the other semis. I'm currently in this one on the break of 14, so keep your eye on that one. AMPE, big pop today, 4.8 million shares, so this one might be in play for tomorrow. CCCR, excuse me, big pop up here to about $4, 2.3 million shares traded, so this one might be in play tomorrow on that name. CDXS, nice pop, nice candle here. Volume about 600,000 shares, so I don't know, a little bit light in the volume for me, but we'll see if this one will pop. Let's see, in the after hours though, this one was hitting 790, so nice big run there in the after hours, so we'll see if it wants to set up tomorrow. CERS, starting to, turn up here. Maybe that 325 break will be enough to get this one going higher. 1.5 million. CLVS, this one looks interesting if it can get over that 84, call it 84, I guess 84.50, 84.60 in that area on CLVS. Maybe it'll start to turn up on this one on CLVS. Remember though, this is a biotech, so if you do take this one, I'm thinking more of a swing trade for this one. If you do take it as a swing trade, trade it small. COP, starting to turn back up. Nice consolidation here, holding the 20 SMA, holding 49, waiting for that $50 break on COP, ConocoPhillips, oil name. So keep your eye on that. CTRV, nice pop in the name, 4.2 million shares, trying to get over that 75 cents, 80 cent area. So keep your eye on that one. DPW, this is an under 70 cent name, but nice close here, 2.6 million shares traded. The high was 66 cents, so maybe over 67, 68 cents. This one might continue on its way. FSNN, looking for this one to take out $3 on FSNN. Keep your eye on that one. HSGX, nice pop today. 400,000 shares though, and on this name. So I'm looking for some kind of maybe continuation move on this name. Strictly a day trading the vehicle. So we'll see what that wants to do. HTGM, nice pop today. Trying to get over this 225 spot. High today was 219, 1.8 million shares traded, so maybe over 220, somewhere in there on HTGM. INFI was just incredible today. We day traded this one in the room, and we got a very nice pop in this name. Big candle here, huge volume in that name, so we'll see if we get some kind of maybe red to green or consolidation setup on that name. Don't forget, tomorrow is Friday. So, not expecting too much on a Friday. INOV kind of setting up nicely here for possible swing trade. So keeping an eye on this one. ITUS, this one turning back up. And it held this 250 area. Now it's trying to maybe get over 350 in the name. 3.1 million shares traded in ITUS. CORS, nice setup here, holding the 20 SMA. May start to try to get back over this 48 spot on CORS. MNST, we spoke about this one in last night's video. We've been holding the 50 SMA, starting to turn the corner here, maybe over 56.10 on this MNST. NITE, a recent IPO. It's been down and starting to turn back up, so maybe over the highs today, 1860. Maybe this one gets going on NITE. NYMX. Here's the the chart is holding above the 5 EMA. It's above the fast moving averages. There was a high today in the name of 409, so maybe 410 is enough to get it going, and then we have maybe a spot here at 419 that it might have to get through. So NYMX volume a little bit low though in that name, so we'll see. Not a favorite. ROKA, nice pop, nice volume. We'll see if this one can get back over 225 again on ROKA. ROSG, poppin', volume, 2 million shares. Let's see if it can get over that 125 spot on ROSG. SWCH, another recent IPO. These can be a little bit spready, so I doubt, if it sets up with not too much spread, I'll give it a try, maybe over like 1980 or so. We had this big pop, then we pulled back, and we'll see if this wants to get over that like 1980 spot in that name SWCH. And then lastly, ZSAN was kind of popping today and had 8 million shares. Actually, some of the traders in our room got a trade in this from that break of what was it, 115 up to about $1.25, $1.30 on ZSAN. Some news came out in the afternoon on it, so we'll see if there's any other kind of play in this ZSAN. All right. This was actually where they got in on this. My chart is lined from this afternoon. So they got in over this 115. The stock popped all the way up to was about $1.29 on ZSAN. So we'll have it on watch again to see what it wants to do. Plus whatever news gap ups might come about on Friday, and news story plays and things like that. All right. So this has been Zozo Stock Watch. I'll put those coupon codes in for my loyal listeners on YouTube, and come join our service. If you want, you could just try us out for 7 days for $9.99, or you can use the coupon codes for the monthly and get $15 off. You can do the semi, get $50 off, or you can do the annual and get $100 off. All right, guys, so thank you so much for being loyal YouTube listeners, and we'll see you along the way. Thank you so much.